All right, so this is going to be 2.4, and it's going to be really fast. Okay, there's really not much to cover in this section. It's just writing equations of lines using different forms. Okay, so there's basically a couple different types that we're going to talk about, but if you are given, okay, so I'm going to have a given, and then I'm going to have the form that is used, and I'm going to have the name of the form over here. Okay, so if you're given a slope m and a y-intercept b, we use y is equal to mx plus b in that slope-intercept form. Okay, if you're given a slope m and the point x1, y1, then we use what we call, let me go ahead and write this, point slope form. Okay, I just wrote PT for point, just to simplify things down here. But this is y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. Okay, here being y without a number beside it and the x without a number beside it are the variables that stay. Okay, and from here we can get it into slope-intercept form. Okay, I might run through one example showing this here in just a minute. And notice the negative signs. Make sure you pay attention to those as well. And then let's just suppose you're given the points x1, y1, and x2, y2. Here, we use the slope formula. So m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, which I think was from 2.2. We talked about slope. But we use that, and then we go into the y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. Okay, so we first use slope formula, then point slope form. Okay? So that's another possibility for what you can be given. And as far as the notes, that's honestly all the notes for this section, but I think because this is already so short, I'm just going to run through one really quick example for you of just something that this would look like with point slope form, because I'm not sure you've seen it before, so I'm going to run through just one of those. Let's just say I was given a slope of -3. And I was given the point -2, 1. Just something real simple here. I'm given a slope and I'm given a point. Okay, so that's this second form here. So I need this form. It's called point slope form. Okay, really easy. I'm given a point and I'm given a slope, so it's point slope form. And I'm going to use this formula. So just to get in the habit of it, I'm going to write down y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. So now, remember, we just copied on the variable y minus y1 is just 1 is equal to m is -3 times x, we keep the variable, minus x1, we replace with a -2. Okay, and you could skip this step here of writing this part, but you would have to ultimately write it this way then. Y minus 1 is equal to -3 times x plus 2. Okay, so this is an optional step here to write it this particular way. You could just go straight to this step from here. Okay. So now I'm going to distribute this, and I'm going to add the 1 over, and I'm going to do this all in one step just for the sake of space since I'm at the bottom of my page here. But -3x minus 6 plus 1, and then I end up with y is equal to -3x minus 5. Okay, if it asks you to leave it in point slope form, let's see, I'm trying to get a marker that works. Let's see. If asked to leave in point slope form, stop here. If it doesn't tell you to stop there, okay, or if it says, if it doesn't specify, simplify it down to here. Okay, so most of the problems in your book want it to be written in this form, but you have to go through the point slope form and you have to show this step in order to get there. Okay, that's just part of it, and the point slope form is very important for math moving forward. That's something that we will use a lot of. But that is all for 2.4. And we'll do a lot of examples. Don't worry with writing these. I just want to give you kind of one in the notes so you can kind of start to get a feel for it.